Hi Floss Tube, this is Sharon, Clarkey's Crafts. I wanted to do a follow-up on my video since we did the retreat a couple weekends ago. I went to Katrina Boyd's retreat in Orange Beach. I had a very good time. We drove down, well, my sisters drove down, well, my sister Alicia drove down earlier that day. My sister Bridget and I drove down late. I got off work at 6:40, 7 o'clock, and we had to leave and go then. So we drove down Thursday night. We stayed Friday, Saturday. I came back on Sunday and they came back on Monday. I had a really good time. I met a lot of new people, met some older people. I met some people that I knew from the last time. I spent a lot of time talking to Carol, who was sitting next to me. But we ate a lot of good food, went out and ate supper at Lulu, or lunch at Lulu's. They were having a renew your vows at Lulu's that day. I thought it was really packed, but it was the other side where they had the renewal of vows. So we enjoyed our lunch. We went and ate at where else? I don't remember where else we all ate. We went to a lot of different places. My sisters and Lisha went to Buc-ee's, the new place out there. You know, the gas station that thinks it's a Walmart or a store. I don't really know. It's like an experience that you have to have if you ever get a chance to go to Buc-ee's. Go to Buc-ee's. I went by myself, but I just got gas and left. I didn't want to by myself go in there, so I didn't do that. And it was late at night. It was like 9 o'clock at night when I did that. But what I wanted to do was show you my haul and show you my finishes that I've done and talk about my plans for the rest of the year. So the first thing I want to do is from my first trip that we took earlier in January, or when we did the finishing get together, we went to Jennifer's local needlework shop in Decatur, Cross Stitch Peddler. Is that right? Cross Stitch Peddler. And so I picked up a few things. Now, I absolutely love these types of projects. I have done the Snapperland. This was the start of, this is my kind of sampler, I guess you could say. I'm not really big on the samplers, but I really like these little modular projects. So that's the first one. And then I did this one, which is the summer one. And I entered it in the fair. It got a blue ribbon on it. And then the one I haven't framed yet, oops, is the winter one. I absolutely love these. So I think I have the autumn set, but I didn't have the spring set, so I bought those. And I was walking around and I talked myself out of this one, and then I talked myself back in. It has the pattern and all of the threads. Isn't it gorgeous? Let me see if I can get it. Let me take it out of the pack. It cost me a pretty penny because, you know, you bought the threads, so it costs a little more. But there, that's better. Isn't that gorgeous? I want to do it, but it's going to have to wait till next year because this year is the year of smalls. I pulled out all my smalls, and that's what I'm working on this year. And then this one just spoke to me. The Victorian Sampler. Happiness is a walk on the beach. Isn't that just, I don't know. The colors are just so pretty. It's so me. Okay. So then at the retreat, Katrina usually has a freebie table. You bring something that you have that you no longer want, and you put it on the table. And some of the ladies brought a whole bunch of stuff that they no longer wanted. So I picked up a few things. This one is, as you know, I like houses. And this is from Cross My Heart Ink, the neighborhood. It says, there is beauty all around when there is love at home. Okay. And then I saw these, and these are just so cute. It's from Angel Stitching. It's spring. I love the little blue bird. The bunny's cute too. I just love those. And summer. Of course, you know now we have to find winter and fall. Just because. And that's the watermelon. I love, that's what I got it right there, that watermelon. And then the flower is really cute. I like the flag too, but. And then Sweetheart Fence by Raise the Roof. And nope, that's the one I need to get rid of. I have 2 copies of that one. I was going to put it on the table. I put it on the table, but when I left, nobody had taken it, so I took it back. Now, I love the Just Nan stockings. I haven't stitched any of the Just Nan stockings, but I like the Just Nan stockings. I usually stitch the little ornament that's attached. I have about 2 of these, and then for some reason, Katrina knew I liked them, and she had found these 2 and pulled them out for me. So that one, and then this is the rose for St. Nicholas. Isn't that pretty? Well, at the same time, oops, wait a minute, one more. Christmas, bird in the hand, Christmas. So I'm sure you're hearing my dog. This is not my real dog. She doesn't belong to me. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. She is my nephew's dog, but she lives with me. She comes in my house all the time. Oops, sorry. She comes in my house every day, every night, spends the night, which I like because I'm safe with her in the house. She'll bark it. Well, she doesn't bark in the house, except at the cat every now and then. Oop, you're stepping on stuff. Oh, you're stepping on stuff. Off, off, off. Sorry. She was stepping on a picture frame. Anyway, she hasn't ever barked at anybody until the other day. She barked at the cat. But I think the cat scared her. Sorry. Where was I? Okay. Yeah, so I bought, those are the patterns that I bought, but Leslie from Under the Sea Fabrics. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. Under the Sea Fabrics was there selling her fabric, and I bought a couple of pieces of fabric. This is the first one. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't know what I'm going to do on it. I'm not one to buy fabric because I have a pattern to go with it. I buy fabric and find a pattern to go with it. So this is the fabric I saw, and I thought it was gorgeous. It's tarnished silver Lugana 28 count. Okay, and then the other one that I bought is this one. It's a purple. I don't know if it's coming across as purple. It's a really pretty purple. It's called Astros Linen 28 count. So I bought that fabric. And then from Katrina's shop, I'm going to just show you, where is it at? The one with all. Okay, so I have 4 of the 7 pieces. I have, let's see, which ones do I have? I have the witch, the library, the lab, and then this one is the one I'm on my hand. So I don't have this one, I don't have the outside border, and I don't have this one. So I'm going to have to get them. I do have a Christmas one, and so the way they do it is they sell the big pattern for a nice price, and then each room is $2. So that's what I'm going to do next. Tiny Modernist has been become one of my new favorites. I've bought several of their patterns lately. Here's another one that I bought by them. I don't know why I bought it. I looked at it and said I had to have it. Isn't it cute? Alright, and then I bought 10 Blackbirds Waiting by Thistles. Isn't that cute? I like that one. So, Then I was involved in an exchange. Katrina has an exchange at her presentations, or her, listen to me, at her retreats all the time. And so the theme here was yellow, something piratey, something beachy, something summery. So these are the things that I've got in my exchange. Aren't they cute? This is really cute. I like this. Tools of the trade. There's my something piratey. Love the beach life. Isn't that cute? Like that one. And then some of them were just happies. Like this was a happy from the lady. She just gave it. Bakery's Collection Festive Masks. This was a something yellow. And I love that because I love sunflowers. And then this one. Okay. Now, the other thing that Katrina does is she has an exchange of, sometimes she'll have like a pin keep exchange or a needle minder exchange, or this time it was what is your important supply that you have. And mine is my thread holder for my DMC. My sister Jennifer, Bridget, Lisha, and Teresa and I were at Hobby Lobby on one of the retreats that we went to, and we found this in the craft section, and we were like, man, that's perfect, because I had like those little boxes with all my threads in them, and it was like 3 little boxes, and this is, you got a handle on it. The only thing is you got to make sure that it snaps shut, because if you don't, all those threads spill out. But it holds my entire DMC collection. And then over here, I've got some of my DMC metallics, some of my DMC nylon is here, and then the variegated or variations, whatever it is. So it holds my entire DMC collection. And so that's one of the, I gave the box empty. And then I got in exchange this. This. Now, inside here is a little card that you put either the color number for your thread or the symbol on it, and then you slide it in here, and then you hang your threads here and then pull them through there. Hang your threads and pull it through there, right? And then this thread is labeled, and if you use multiple needles, like with my Lady of the Flag, I'm probably going to have to use multiple needles because it gets hard changing those colors all the time. So you can park your needle for that particular color right in here. There's a little place to stick your needle in. So I thought that was pretty cool. Jennifer is the one who gave this to me, not my sister Jennifer that I met at the retreat, who went to lunch with us. We actually had a really good time eating. I love going to Lulu's. So that's all my haul or special stuff that I got, patterns that I got. Now what I want to do is talk about what I finished. Well, when I went to the retreat, I took 21 of my projects that I haven't finished yet. And so my goal was to work an hour. What we do at the retreat is we do an hour's worth of work on each project. And the reason why is sometimes you have projects you don't want to do, but you can tolerate it for an hour. So we set the timer and we work for an hour, and we've been doing this for years, since we went to the Silver Needle. I don't even remember how far back. It's 2013, 2014. I don't know. But we started that at the Silver Needle. We planned it, we started it, and we've done it ever since at the convention, at the retreats. I'm having a hard time today, sorry. So every hour we switch projects. I brought 21 projects. I worked on all 21 projects. I didn't finish anything. I'm not as good as Miss Lisha is. Miss Lisha brought 3 WIPs, and she finished all 3 WIPs at the retreat. I was very impressed. I wish I was Miss Alicia, but Miss Alicia only has 3 WIPs. I have 26. So I'm moving toward Miss Alicia. I want to start doing the start one, finish one. That's what I used to do a long time ago. And then my friends talked me into, oh, just do a couple of them. That way you don't get bored. Now I have 26 of them. But anyway, so I did work on those. And then since I've been home, I've finished technically 3 projects. Since each pattern was bought individually, I count them as a project. So the first 2 I'm going to show you are from the Frosted Pumpkin Happily Ever After. Now this is being stitched on Under the Sea Fabrics, Looking Glass Linen 28 count. And you've already seen Alan the Pussycat, oops, sorry, it's so wrinkly, Heidi. My first one was actually 40 Around the World in 40 Days. Those were already finished at the beginning of the year. So I started, all I had done on him was the bottom. But when I took it to the retreat, I worked on this. So I finished this one first. And then I came back and finished this one. So I'm done working on him, on this one, until March, which I know is only a week or so away, but still. When I do, I'm going to do the March corner in March. And it's going to have the flowery edges like this, and then a pattern. And I don't remember what the pattern is, the name of it is, but it's really cute. And then that was May. You're going to have June, July, August, September, and then October, November, and December. So I should finish this a couple of months before the end of the year if things go as planned. Now, the other project that I finished, actually I should have finished last year, but I didn't have the patterns. I got the October and November pattern this at the retreat with Katrina. And so I finished October. Okay. My October person is 1 column too fat. Because, you know, I can't count. I'm a math teacher and I can't count. But you can't really tell he's 1 too fat, and I'll just compensate when I put in November and December. So it turned out really cute. Now, none of them have I put the little buttons on. I'm going to wait till I finish and then I'll do the buttons. So when I finish, which I plan on finishing, November is to be done in March and December is to be done in April. So in April, I'll show you the completed project with all the buttons on it. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to finish up today or tonight is my 6 Fat Men. I think it's by Lizzie Kate. And it's called Snowed In. I've already finished the house. I keep getting threads. Okay, I've already finished the house, but I'm working on the man. I have to do the door, the head, the handle on the shovel, and the words. So if I don't finish it tonight, that's okay. I'll finish it tomorrow. But I'm trying to knock things out. Okay. So while I'm putting this away, you know, I said I was trying to build a house. Well, I heard back from the bank, and I'm going to have to downsize my house, which, you know, really I should anyway. I mean, 2,500 square feet is too much for one person. Actually, I have plans for my parents to move in with me once I get it built. I have a room for them. But 2,500 square feet is a lot of square footage, so I'm going to work with my builder this weekend and or next week when he's available, and we're going to downsize it and see if we can get it down to what the bank will loan me for the construction loan. So hopefully we'll be starting that soon, and I will keep you up to date if we do, or when we do, not if, when. The other thing is, let's see, I'm going to Ireland in May, and so that won't interfere with the cost of building the house because I've already prepaid for that, and I've already got money saved up for my expenses there. So I'm excited about that. Can't wait to go on that trip. I do have plans to go to Katrina's retreat in Nashville during market, so I'm going to go do that. I'll probably do another video after that. By doing this video, I got really hooked on watching videos, so I sat and watched Jennifer's from Jen Stitch and Knitch, all of her videos, and then when I finished watching her video, there was a little, short video between Sue and Susie Reno and Kitten Stitcher Teresa, where they kind of interviewed each other, and so I watched that one, and then that one led me into Susie Reno's videos, and I started watching her, and so she became my enabler, and I learned a couple of things. She was showing how you can start off stitching by putting the 2 ends through your needle, and then when you come up and you go down and you come back up again, you get that little loop and you pull it tight, and so you don't have to hold on to that tail while you're stitching your first 5 stitches or whatever. It was really cool. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, go watch Susie Reno's video. It's like her 3rd or 4th video, I can't remember, but she shows you how to do that. And then the other thing that she did is she showed us, the Thread Heaven you can't buy anymore, or it's not being made anymore. So once you buy them up, it's gone. And it's something for saving your thread to make it go smoothly through your fabric. You know how DMC gets kind of rough and knotty. By doing that, it keeps it from being knotty. But you can use beeswax. Well, she introduced her new one that she's using. So let me stop for a second. I'm going to run get it and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what I've got. It's Robot Mom Sews. It's Unicorn Thread Gloss. And what I got was Love Spell, her February one. And it smells really good. It smells really good. And I've already been using it. And I actually paid the extra $1 to make it a magnet. So it'll stick to your magnet so you don't lose it. Which I thought was pretty cool. I got this right here. And then I taped my metal board to the front of it. Hear it? I taped it on there. And so I put my pattern in there and I can keep up with my pattern. This is one of my other must-haves. So I had to buy some to try it because I like my Thread Heaven and I really like it. And then she had some little pocket things that she uses that's dry erase. You write on it for like kids using their worksheets, but she puts her pattern in there. So I ordered some, excuse me, I've had the hiccups for 2 days. I ordered some of those and they haven't come in yet. So I'm starting to conform, I guess, to what everybody else is doing. I'm being enabled by what you guys come up with. But I really do like that, and I really had a good time watching the videos. And I'm trying to get more people. I've watched, I think it's Farm Girl, and Kitten Stitcher, Susie Reno, Jennifer, Vanna, of course, Twisted Stitcher. There's somebody else I was watching, and I don't remember who it is. And I'm sorry because I don't remember who it is. But I really do enjoy watching your videos. It's fun to watch everybody talk about what they're stitching and stuff. So that's really exciting. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about was my new starts. I'm doing a new start every month. My goal is to be finished with my 26 projects that are WIPs by the end of the year. And if I finish some of my new starts, that'll be great. So my new start for January, I couldn't find it for my last video, so I found it. And I did work on it over the at the retreat. I love this one. But I didn't get very far. Because I had to pull that out and put it back in halfway through because I made one of my hearts too fat. So, and this is stitched on Silk Weaver fabric because it's sewn. Silk Weaver fabric. It's pink. It's the one that I did for my Love Laundry, but I don't remember the name of the color. But I don't know if you can tell it's pink. So yesterday was the 19th, so this is my new start for the 19th of February. I love, love, love these kind of patterns. I have done a couple of them. Here's one of them I wanted to show you. I think I did this one as an exchange. A round robin, I mean. I don't remember. I may have done it myself. But isn't that really cute? And I've done this one. I've stitched that one twice. And because I did it as a needle book for somebody. And I think it was this one I stitched twice. And I know I did this one twice because I made a needle book out of this one. I just love those little squares. Okay. So here's what I've done. Now I started this yesterday and I worked on it for about an hour and a half. And that's what, that's what I got finished. And again, this is Silk Weaver fabric. And this one I do have the name for it. It is Coral Reef 28 count Lugana. Now my light's too bright. Coral Reef. So I've got that much done yesterday in about an hour and a half. Now, I wanted to talk about my plans for the year. Now, I started a little late this year. I usually get my plans together in January and I start them. So this was my plan last year. And my goal was to finish all of my WIPs by December. So if you look, if it's filled in, that means I did it. Okay. And so January I did really good. February I did really good. March not so good. April, ooh. May, and then that was the end of that. Anything that's in red, which is in the May and the September, were done this year. So I decided to go ahead and do another plan this year. So this is this year's plan. And since January was already over, I went ahead and put stuff in January. And if you'll see, these are 12 projects, and then it starts turning into 11, and then down to here. But as you can see, I'd already done Man of the Month. I have a couple left, 2 or 3 left for January, and quite a few left for February. But if I follow my plan, then I will be finished with all of my WIPs by the end of the year. Now notice every time I've got a new start for every month. I'm not saying that I'm going to finish those new starts. I'm just going to say that I'm going to start those new starts. And I do have a plan for Stitch Mania, even with these things. Because some of these are like half done. So once I finish, I'll finish, you know, kind of a cheat there because it's half done. But that's my plan. And then I have my Stitch Mania plan. And this is my Stitch Mania plan. Again, I'm only going to do smalls as a new start because this is smalls year. But I'm kind of doing the modified version like Jennifer does, and I forget who she said she got it from. But these 3 days, I had started these back in 17 and 18. And then these 2 days, I started these on the 17th and the 17th, 2017, 2015. So on those days, if I still have those projects come that time, I'm going to work on that project for that day instead of starting a new start. So really I'll have 14 new starts in Stitch Mania and then 12 new starts for the year. But I could very well finish all of those. Probably not. Knowing me, probably not. Have to stitch everything twice, so we'll see. Like I said, I'm planning on going to a retreat in a couple weekends. It's really funny this semester. We have Mardi Gras on the 4th and the 5th of March. Then we have class on the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. And then spring break starts. Nobody looked at the schedule when they planned it last year. So, yeah, we have 3 days where students are probably not going to be there because, you know, if you don't have a test, why are you going to go? Well, evil Miss Sharon is having a test in at least one of my classes that week. And it's not because I chose that way, it's just because it fell that way. And we don't have a lot of give in the calendar when it comes to math. You have certain things you have to cover and it has to be done. So the weekend of the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th is market. I don't know if it's all those days, but it's markets in Nashville. My sister Jennifer and my sister Bridget and Lisha are going to go to market and work, and I'm going to go to Katrina's retreat and play. So that's my plan. I plan on coming back and doing another Floss Tube video. After that, show you what I finished, show you what I bought, let you know how it was. So that's my plans. I'll show you what I hopefully have finished. My goal is to finish a couple more things on my Main Street. I came up with an idea for the corner up by the flower shop, the florist. I was looking at pictures. I wanted to do like a field of flowers beside that, or a garden of flowers. And I saw a video where they have like a row of flowers in the front and then rows of flowers going out back. And so I'm going to try and make something like that in that corner. So hopefully I'll have something for y'all to see when I do that. And then I got to work on the other side because I'm going to do the bookstore and then go over and do the dress shop and then work in the 2 corners and then move down and then do the 2 corners in the bottom. And then the center is going to be for December, and it might actually go December, January, because it's going to be a very large center. So we'll see how that goes. But I think that's everything that I planned on talking about. I can't see anything else around me that I was going to talk about. So I'm fixing to go in here and watch NCIS and stitch on my Snowed In and see if I can get it finished tonight. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. I appreciate it. I'll try to make sure that I catch all the comments. I try to make sure I look at the comments every couple of days or so. It's been kind of crazy because of the retreat that we were on. Or excuse me. Yeah, retreat. So I will go back and check on them and make sure that I've answered everybody's comment. You can look me up on Instagram at my call there is Clarkey's Crafts. And you can also go to my blog. I'm trying to get my blog back up and running. It's hard to do it at home because the internet's so slow, and you know I like to put a lot of pictures in my blog. So check back at the end of next week, and my blog should be up with all of the pictures of what I'm working on right now. And that is Clarkey's Active Projects, CLARKEYS, activeprojects.blogspot.com. And if I can figure out how to put that information in the comments, I will. Other than that, I hope to see you soon. Thank you for looking. Thank you for stopping by.